Hey babes, so I dyed my hair the other day, as you may be able to tell. When I was thinking about how I wanted to dye my hair, I knew I really wanted to keep my silvery grey as I really love it at the moment. When I was thinking about it, I kind of thought up the image of a unicorn with silvery grey body and pastel rainbow mane and tail, and I was trying to find a reference picture to show you. Then I found this, and this just kind of made my life. If you're interested in seeing how I did this, then just keep watching. So first off, you're going to need a silver dye. I'm using this one by Pravana because it's amazing, and you're also going to need a bunch of different colours. I'm using violet, lagoon blue, or kind of turquoisey colour, spring green and cerise. Then you're going to need a bunch of plastic bowls to dilute your colours, and then you need some sectioning clips, some application brushes, some white conditioner and some plastic gloves. So first off, you're going to want to brush through all your hair to make sure there's no knots, and then using the end of an application brush or a comb or something, section off half of your hair to go on top of your head. I'm using a little bit more than half to tie up because I don't want too much of my hair to be pastel-y. And then just clip that up there. Then taking your plastic bowls, you're going to want to squirt in a little bit of white conditioner in each of them. If you've got pastel hair dyes already, you don't need to do this, but I've got dark ones, so I'm just taking a little bit of each of them and mixing them up to make pastel colours. There's my pink, there's my purple, there's my green, and there's my blue. I need to put on my glasses and gloves, and taking a little application brush. You don't need to use one. I kind of ditched it after the first strand of hair, but it can be a little bit easier to get the root. And then I just grab the rest of it, put it in my hands and run that through the little section of hair that I am dyeing purple. So you just want to massage that all in there to make sure it's saturated every strand of hair. Then you can go ahead and use another colour. In between changing up colours, I don't really show it, but I rubbed my gloves on an old dirty towel. So I'm just keeping the dry hair at the back and pulling little sections forward, fully saturating them with the colour, and then dropping them to the front where they won't touch the rest of the clean hair. You really do need to make sure you have a mirror at the back and at the front so you can see the back of your head properly, because you really don't want to miss any parts and just have a big random blonde splodge, because that's really not attractive. So once you've done all of the hair, it should look something like this, and you're just going to want to clip that out the way and put like some cling film on it, or I'm using just a plain shower cap, sticking it on and clipping it to my hair just to make sure the rest of the dye doesn't touch my dry hair, because I want that to be silver, not random patches of pastel colours. Like, that would just look a bit dodgy. So I've split my hair in half and I'm just clipping up one half so I can concentrate on the other side. Now, as this Pravana silver is quite dark, I've used about half the tube of it in a plastic bowl, and then I'm using about the same amount of conditioner as there was dye, so it's like a 1-to-1 ratio. Then taking my application brush, I am just applying that at one side of my parting, and then I'm going to take that all the way to the back. Hopefully you can see in the back mirror what I'm doing. Then pulling my hair upwards so I can reach the back line of the section, then the front hairline, and I had to just pop my glasses off for this part, then finally the outer side. So using the end of my application brush again, I am just going to split off around 1 to 2 centimeter sections and then apply the silver on either side of the split. And I'm just going to do that all the way along the front. You'll notice I'm flipping the hair onto the other side. There is a purpose for that. It makes it a lot easier to get both sides of the section. Then once you've done that front part, you're going to clip up all that hair that was on the other side because you know you've done the roots of that hair. And you should have a part at the back where you haven't done the roots yet. So you're just going to grab that and do exactly the same thing. So make a split with it and then apply the dye on either side. So hopefully you can kind of see in the back mirror what I'm doing. It's a lot easier to go from the back up at the back because the hair that you've already done will just hang down, so you know that you've done it. After doing all of that section, just clip it all up out of the way and do the exact same on the other side. Then once you've done the other side, you're going to want to grab some of the silver dye in your hands and just pull and massage it through quite small sections of hair and then flip them onto the other side of your head so you know that you've done them. It's really quite simple, just making sure that every strand of hair is fully saturated with the silver. Then do exactly the same on the other side again until you are completely done. Then just take any excess dye you have and rub it all the way through your lengths and rub it into the roots just to make sure it's all fully saturated. Then I'm just plopping that on top of my head and that's it. After I completed applying the dye to all of my hair, I left it on for around 2 hours and then just rinsed it out with cold water. You don't want to use hot water because then the colours will run and merge into each other and it'll just look like a hot mess. So cold water. So I hope you enjoyed the video or it was helpful to you if you're planning on dyeing your hair. And subscribe to my channel if you haven't already, and I will see you in my next video.